and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick with the City of Hampton. And today we are going to meet one of our community's outstanding school crossing guards. She is out there on the corner, wind, rain, snow, 100-degree heat, making sure our kids are safe. Miss Ann Holloman, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Want to first of all express my appreciation for all you do, and to note that your Phillips Elementary School family has nominated you, has supported you, has talked about how wonderful you are. They love you to pieces.
Oh.
You getting emotional? I'm sorry. You do more than just protect the kids. You give hugs. They give you hugs, and you look out for them, you know, in this big way. And I think sometimes people forget what it is you all do in terms of your daily job. You're not just standing there on the corner. You're really, really looking out for these kids. We'll give you a second.
I'm okay.
What made you want to be a school crossing guard? It's not easy. You're outside. It's not an easy job.
My husband talked me into it.
He did?
He retired from the shipyard. He was the senior analyst. And he didn't work for a year, just honeydew jobs. Mm-hmm. And he went down to the police department, and he became a PSO officer. So then he taught me into coming and being a crossing guard.
You were working in the cafeteria.
I was working in Phillips High.
Point. So you were already around kids, you were around schools.
Yes.
It's probably keeping you young, wasn't it?
Right.
So when you switched over to being a crossing guard, what was it like?
Fantastic. I was more with the kids because when I was working the schools, you can't get too close to them.
Well, there's that barrier, you
right.
know. You can talk to them, but you're pretty far away.
Exactly. But now I get to hug, and I get my kisses, and they tell me things that that's bothering them. I never give advice. I just give lots of love.
Well, and elementary kids, too, are a little different. I mean, there are some high school kids that are affectionate, but boy, those elementary kids are open. They're just wide open.
Right.
I love reading to them. They're just, you know, they're out there, and it's great.
They are indeed. And I told Kurt, I says, a lot of things happen. Like not too long ago, a mother decided she would run me. So she chopped my legs from underneath me, and I landed on the hood of her car.
Now let's just back up a second. Kurt from Channel 3, because you got a Taking Action Award. You were talking to him. I'm just letting people know.
Right.
So you did get hit.
Yes, ma'am.
That is, you know, people forget this is a police job, and it is a risky job. So she ran into you, and then what happened? How badly were you hurt? How long?
I wasn't hurt real bad. Like I said, she just knocked my legs from underneath, pushed my legs from
car.
And I landed on the hood of her car. But she went to the school and told the school that I jumped on her car.
Yeah,
And the
I'm going to
next
do
thing
that
I know, the police were over. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to call the police to let them know what happened. But there was another lady that tried to follow her and got her license plate and all. But police knew who she was.
So there's a real risk in what you all do.
Yes.
Absolutely. You're standing in the middle of the street stopping cars who don't always want to stop.
Right.
People, drivers, okay, so you've been doing this for 20, 25 years.
Yes.
Have drivers gotten better or worse in that amount of time?
Worse. I call them young, dumb, and stupid.
Uh-oh.
Those are my words for the people that don't want to do what I ask them to do. And I will take a car any day. Any day I will get in front of that car to stop that car from hitting a kid.
Well, you shouldn't have to.
I mean, I've lived my life.
I appreciate your dedication, but oh my gosh.
I lived my life, and I enjoyed my life. But I will continue enjoying my life as long as I have the kids around.
How long do you think you're going to keep doing this, Miss Ann?
Till I die.
Are you really? Am I allowed to ask your age, or is that wrong?
75.
Holy moly!
I'm 75. I will be 76 next month. It's my birthday.
And you are still doing this. Now, your husband, and I know that because I watched the interview with Kurt, your husband's passed, and you wanted to keep working.
Yes. I still have to do one more thing that he wanted. The marquee in front of Phillips School, we gave the kids $1,000 to get that. They had to raise the rest of the money. But the school never had a marquee.
You and your husband.
And by Vernon driving around, seeing that other schools had it, he felt like Phillips needed a marquee also. But they told him that the reason why Phillips had their marquee was because it's a secondary, on a secondary road. It's not a main road. Vernon says, but they're still kids. They need it. So he gave the money. But now there was one other thing. He wanted Kecoughtan High to have $1,000. And I will get it one day. Before I die, Kecoughtan will get their money also.
So you're working to help fulfill
Right.
some of his dreams.
Yes.
That's really sweet. I'm going to get choked up now.
Yes.
What hours do you work?
In the morning, it's from 6:30 to 7:30. Then I go home or gallivant. Check on neighbors and all. I've got 2, well, actually 3, because the one next door, she's down and out too. But I check on them. Make sure they're okay. And then I go back in the afternoon from 1:30 to 2:30. Get my loving in between.
Now, this morning, the day we're taping this, it was about 16 degrees this morning at 6:30.
I had 6 layers of clothes on, and I always told everybody, if I fall, you're going to have to help me up because there's no, and I got my...
There's no bend anymore. Oh, your hand warmers.
And my feet.
And your feet warmers. Well, good for you. You need to stay warm out there.
Yeah.
But that's a job, a lot of people would not want. I did not walk my dog this morning because I decided it was a little too cold, and yet you were out there protecting our kids. What would make you, what keeps you going every morning?
The kids. I think if I didn't have them, and it's not that I don't have grandchildren, because I do, but the kids is really what keeps me going. If I didn't have that, I would probably, goodbye, go.
Wouldn't have the reason to keep
Right.
keep up.
You've
every
got to
day.
have a purpose, and the children are my purpose.
Well, I admire everything you do. Now, I want to say you are a stellar example, but there are a lot of crossing guards out there at all the schools like you, facing crummy weather, crummy drivers, people in too big a hurry to get where they're going, to stop and be courteous. Protecting our kids, every day, 9.5 months a year, Monday through Friday. It is not an easy job.
No, but I love it. And I'm very thankful for the police department.
People don't always think of it as a police thing, but it is, and they do a great job. You're connected to the schools, but you do work for the city police department. You're a part of that police family.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you want to add about why you do this or what you do?
No, I think we covered it. I really do.
All right. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for what you do and all the other crossing guards out there, because it is tough. And some schools, it's tougher than others. They are on truly
Right.
main streets, and people zipping by and not paying attention. I think the driving has gotten worse. People are, looking at their phones or not paying attention.
Exactly.
I've seen, people don't stop for flashing lights. People don't pay attention. And we need to remember to all pay a little more attention to what we're doing and be careful. of
Exactly.
those crossing signs and the crossing guards and the kids out there at the schools.
Because we're out there to protect the children.
And it's a good thing you are. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Miss Ann Holloman.
Thank you, Robin.
And thank you for watching. I hope you appreciate what Miss Holloman is doing and what all those other crossing guards are doing, and you will not run her down, even though she would do that to protect those kids. You will stop and listen and be a courteous driver out there. Thanks for watching.